Hi, welcome to MTG. My name is Ken, and today we're looking at a brand new commander released with the Karlov Manor Alchemy set. Today we're going to be playing Tajic, Legion's Valor. I don't know if it's Tajic or Tajic. Please let me know because I want to make sure I'm trying to get it right the best I can. So this commander is a Boros, aggro, resilient, gets in there fast, sort of punchy deck. And I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like Boros is having a bit of a resurgence. I know it's pretty prominent in Standard, which I don't know a lot about Standard, but I do know it's pretty prominent right now in Standard. There are quite a few new Boros commanders in both Historic Brawl and just in Commander itself. So I feel like it's a really good time to be getting into the Boros and really just getting in there fast and devastating your opponents. This deck is it's an aggro deck that also just keeps fueling itself constantly, and that's thanks to the Conjure ability. It never runs out of cards. It's always getting in there for damage, and it's super hard to remove because it has indestructible. So I hope you enjoy the gameplay. I had a lot of fun with this one. This was probably going to be one of those decks that I come back to, when I get to complete dailies, or if I just want to have some fun. It's not a big brain deck by no means. It's just a get in there and punch face. But before we get into any of the deck intros, I want to remind you that we have a Patreon and a YouTube membership. There will be information in the description for that. You'll get access to exclusive videos. You'll get early access to things like Good Clean Commander, and you will get a special shout out, which will start here in 10 seconds from now. So without further ado, let's get into the deck intro. I want to take a quick moment to thank our patrons. In the Sapperling tier, we have Ishtari, JS, Brandon Such, Sassir, Queen Bee, TDM9, Gazanova, Snafu, Vinny Chase, Titanic Ultimatum, and the Urcast. In the Treeful category, we have Team Rooney, Frosty K, and I Smell Death on You. And lastly, in the Planeswalker tier, we have Hi, I'm Rory. Big thank you to all our patrons. You're the ones who make this channel possible. Alright, so today we're playing the newly released Tajic Legion's Valor. Tajic. Let me know how it's pronounced in the comments. This is a 1/1 human soldier. They have indestructible and haste. Both are very important, and I'll get into that in a little bit. They read, at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a 1/1 counter on Tajic Legion's Valor. Then conjure a card with mana value equal to the number of +1/+1 counters on it from their spellbook onto the battlefield. It gains haste until end of turn and attacks this combat if able. So first thing of note is this creates them. This does not exile them or sacrifice them at the end of turn if they survive the combat, which mostly they won't because they have to attack. But if they do survive the combat, you just get them. They're permanents, they're cards, they're not tokens. They are yours to keep. So we'll go through the spellbook real quick. It's pretty straightforward. They're represented by mana values. So the first one you get is this Boros Recruiter. Then you have the Swift Blade Vindicator, Sky Knight Legionnaire, Spark Trooper. This one notably does sacrifice at the end step, but that's just not a part of the commander. That's just how Spark Trooper works to begin with. And then the best card to get is if you have 5 counters, you get an Aurelia, the Law Above. You just get this creature on the battlefield. All 5 of these creatures have haste, and they also all have many keywords, which is important when we get into the cards we have in the 99. So just a great punchy gets in there. The indestructible and haste are great because it resists a lot of removal. Also, it starts doing things immediately on turn 4, and even sooner if you can get some of your mana rocks out. Some of the cards I wanted to highlight specifically is we have cards like Luminarch, Aspirant, and Siege Veteran. These are great. They put +1/+1 counters on your creatures, and in this case can really expedite the process because really you're always trying to hit these high end. I mean, obviously you want to be hitting the Aurelia, but anything from the flyer, the Spark Trooper hits like super hard. So the faster you can get to those, the better. Kind of the opposite effect is we have the Sanctuary Warden, because it is important to note that once you hit above 5 counters, your commander no longer conjures those cards. So we want ways to either reduce those counters or otherwise, your commander will die, you can recast it and kind of start the process over again. But Sanctuary Warden is great because it'll draw you a card and remove the counter, so it's doing double duty here. I think probably the best card in this deck is the Audric Lunarch Marshal. As I noted, the commander, the spellbook cards all have a ton of keywords, and Audric cares about keywords. So you will just get you get indestructible, you will get haste, you will get double strike, trample, whatever keywords you have, your entire board will get them. Aside from that, I mean, we have our typical Boros removal package. We have a lot of mana rocks, we have a lot of ramp. Our removal, the only thing real of note is I do have Sunfall and Farewell as kind of emergency panic buttons, but these Day of Judgment, Wrath of Gods, all these destroy board wipes are fantastic because your commander is indestructible. Aside from that, we have a few more combat tricks, a few more doublers. Roaming Throne is great. Helm of the Host, if you can get it going, just bonkers. I hope you enjoyed the games. This deck can do some silly, fun things and can surprisingly do them pretty fast for a 4-mana commander. So without further ado, let's see how this commander does. All right. Oh, Errant Street Artist. I don't remember the last time I played against this deck. That could be fun. All right, opening hand. We have the goat. We have the bauble. I think this is a cast. All right. I think we're gonna keep this actually. We can get a mountain with a Wayfarer's Bauble. We have some relatively inexpensive stuff. All right, we are good to go. Turn one, we'll throw down the bubble. Oh my god, if they blow it up. They can't blow it up, they're in blue. Got scared, they're staring at it. Who doesn't know what this does? Flash out the Errant, but flash it out at sorcery speed. Defender, haste, copy target spell you control that wasn't cast. So Cascade, no, Cascade casts them though, I think. Curious to see how this is built. I'm so tired today. My brain cannot even like process magic. Throw it on the mountain. Hit our land. Gotta love it. Beginning combat, your turn put a counter. Ooh, so they're probably playing counter magic. Well, let's find out. No counter magic. Alright. Siege veteran sees another day. Their non-token soldier you control dies, you create a soldier. Goes great with this since Tajic makes mostly all soldiers. Except when it doesn't. Wait. Human Knight, Sky Knight Legion. Oh, it's riding a... Is it riding a sliver? I just thought that was always a sliver. Apparently it's a human. And knight. Base breaker, yeah? Yeah, let's do that. Now do they have the counter spell? No, the bounce spell. Bounce spell would be a little annoying. Something's happening. Each ability your opponent controls counter unless they pay 4. Well, that was rude. Alright. We'll swing in with a 4/4. Locking. Alright. I mean, they can just recast it. It's a 1-mana commander. Now 3. So if I put it down, we do have a lightning bolt. I don't know if... I feel that could be overkill. I feel like we need to save this for something. Something blue. Foretell 2. Favorite passage. Go fetch an island. Could be Sock coming. Or... I can't remember the other one. I mean, there's like 2 cards this could be. Ooh. Is it Sock coming? I think we're going to test the waters here. Throw down the Guardian of Nubenalia. I'm thinking about it. There it is. Perfect. I feel better now. I'd rather let that go than our commander. Combat. God, this siege veteran is just... I mean, I guess they haven't done any damage yet, but they will be. They're a 5/5 already. Of course, bouncing it will reset the counters. But I'd rather bounce than die. So we have the protection. Probably save that for Ripper's Rebuke. Bolt the creature, though they don't seem to be too creature focused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Hate having all the mana up. We have removal. I mean, might as well go for this. If they counter it, they counter it. I feel like this is one of those games that Cavern of Souls would be very nice. Please be right here. The Bivouac is 3. Gale's Redirect. Exile target spell, roll d20. You may cast for as long as it remains exiled. You may cast the exile card without paying its mana cost. That's annoying. Really well. Put you back in the command zone. I mean, I guess it wasn't a counter spell. I'll hit you for 6. Down to 14. We still have the removal. I think at this point, if they do play the commander, we will lightning bolt it just because I don't really want them to chump block at this point. 7 damage. Oh, that might not be an issue. I think they're going to bounce the veteran. Or maybe Mind Flayer. Oh, that would be the worst. Saw it coming, goes on top of the library. Annoying, but that's fine. So the way to draw a card. What are the odds they have instant speed draw into... Well, let's find out. They need to draw a spell for 3 or less mana. That's a scry. Or just disdainful stroke it. Alright. Take action. Look at this expensive commander. That's right. 7/7. Do they have the bounce spell? Or flash out Errant? Probably flash out Errant. Nope, they have the bounce spell. Oh my gosh, blue has the answers. Don't tell Wizards of the Coast. Pass the turn. Saw it coming in hand. Are they going to foretell it? Do they need to foretell it? Alright. Well, things aren't looking as good. Obviously, they have the saw it coming. Though they have 3 cards in hand. Do we just try and bait that out? Let's see. End step, they flash out their creatures. We can try removing them. Put this down, because if they counter this, that is perfectly fine. They did their work. There it is. Alright, I am okay with that. They're going to try and flash out a creature on their end step, and we will just bolt it, maybe? Yes. It's combat. And turn. Flash out the fairy. Enters, and we will bolt it. I can't have creatures, you can't have creatures. Hopefully they're at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hopefully they're at a counter magic. We can go for the Sanctuary Warden. Shield counter. I have the mana up for the swords, and we also have this guy too. puts a 1/1 counter. Memory Deluge. The art for this card. Oh my god. Like, those are somebody's eyes. Like, and then like the memories. Oh, it's so gross. I love it. Right, they drew cards. They have 2 mana up. What are the odds that they have a counter spell? Oh. Thank you. Remove a counter from a creature planeswalker you control. It has 2 shield counters. Yes, let's move a shield counter and draw a card and create a human citizen. Create a citizen. They can memory deluge, but they'll be tapped out. We can possibly, let's see, when it attacks, and this is attacks. So we can, in theory, use this as a way to put a counter on and then remove that counter. Seagate Restoration. Draw 7. No, draw 4. Play a land. Feeling better now. I feel like... Ooh. Wait, can I do the bull and do this? I believe so. So we do this. Turn you into a creature. Attack. Order it, though this goes first. Target creature you control. Let's just target you. We're gonna remove that counter and draw a card. Look at the synergy! We're doing it! Down to 5. River's Rebuke will be devastating, but I think we could survive. Though I shouldn't say that, because we might not survive. Errant comes down. I can activate Errant. I don't know. I guess Errant wants to copy copied spells. Let's see if they do anything with her this turn. They're looking at our stuff. We do have the swords up. Take an extra turn. That is annoying, but we'll just sell you. The warding gets bounced. I wish it would deal damage to destroy. I wish shield counter is active for targeting, but that's okay. We still, if we put this down, oh no, it's no creatures. Yeah, so we would have lethal if we can put this down, as long as we don't clog the board up. There's hope. That can become a creature. That can become a creature. Another extra turn. That's okay. Fine. Errant comes down. Turn number 3. We do have the Lightning Helix as well, so we really only need to connect with 1 creature. Well, if we have this, we have to connect with 1 creature. How's this worded? Oh, it's exiled, sorry. Oh yeah, they're separate sentences. Shark Typhoon. Alright, so let's see. Shark Typhoon, they cast anything. They cast a counter spell, they get a blocker. So do we bait out the... But if we don't cast a counter spell, they can't. We're gonna bait out a counter spell, I think. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. Gate. Yep. Create the thing. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 2, 2. Oh, it's coming down to the wire here. Do I lighten? That's fine. We'll let this resolve. That gets countered. Knew that was gonna happen. So we have a couple angles we can go with this. We can. I think we're gonna activate the bivouac. Next. Swing out. Put the counter on the land. It's really, we only need to get them down to 3 life. Are they gonna activate? Down to 1. Okay, so we want them to tap out or not have a counter spell, and we can lightning helix them. Oh boy, this is coming down to the wire. I mean, I guess not really. I'm at 25 life still, but I really want to cross this finish line, especially after a counter spell deck. It always feels good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go for Tajic. They go. They're not. Is this an instant? It isn't instant. 1, 2, 3, 4. So. Ooh, the authority will be good because if they create any more sharks, they will come and tap. Again, at this point, we're baiting out counter spells because we have the helix. Hullbreaker. Helix. Oh my gosh. Never enter the battlefield. Each token that would be created under an opponent's control this turn. That's fine. That's fine. No, we did it! Yes. Oh my god. Just in time too. Oh, I hate Hullbreaker Whore. Alright, GG's. Alright, we are playing the new Tajic Legion's Valor against Urabrask. So this is most certainly going to be a stormy red deck. Keep this. You can hear my dogs in the background. Just hanging out. Oh, and they go first too. Good news is our commander is very safe, I believe, with mono red, because nothing they can do will exile. Only thing I can think of is the like if we'll die exile instead, but indestructible, so I don't think we have to worry about that. Turn 2, we're going to throw down the Cold Steel Heart. We'll choose red. It might blow up. Yeah. If it happens, it happens. First, you control would deal non-combat damage to creature opponent controls, but the main 1/1 counters that. Well, okay, well that is the answer to to our commander. All right, and it has prowess. I think we need to rip that thing apart. That does hinder us significantly. The Laura, Laureen. I don't know. I'm very tired. Right. Well, whatever they have going on, they're very unsure about it. So, I'm gonna rip apart this little friend because I don't want to be dealing with that. And we're gonna throw down this little friend. We're gonna open our mind stones. Invoke, free your mind. Now if they hit the mana rock, I'm not as worried about it. First striker comes down. We are going to send out the commander. We're gonna throw down the Minas Tirith. And we'll throw down S% for good measure. Combat. Send this poor friend to their death. I'm sorry, friend. Thank you for your service. Bonus recruiter. O'Hare. Oh, that's scary. Ooh, Embercleave. That is fun. Ooh, what are the odds we can get them to chump block one of our creatures? Send them both. What we're really wanting is the O'Hare to chump. Oh, they did it. Oh, okay. Kill. Transforms. That's okay. Saves us off for a little while at least. Probably not that long, to be honest. We can draw a card. Get our land. Alright. We have to deal 4 damage to us to get it back. Which I have a feeling isn't going to be very hard. We have to just cast a lot of things, or cast one thing. Cast a fireball will do it. Lightning bolt. Why always say fireball? So we have the Swift Blade Vindicator. Next is the Flying Knight. And then it is the... I can never remember what the 4th one is. Really catapult. Right. Well, they're definitely setting up the stage for there to be lots of... Wait, what does this say? Draw a card. Heal damage. Kills the Esper. That's kind of morbid. That's fine. We have the Lauren for the vault. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. We have the flowering of the white tree as well. They can flip their commander. Or not flip their commander. This isn't the commander. Flip this friend. But the thing is, they just kind of empty their hand for all the burn. So I appreciate that. I'm not going to worry about the cavern now. So we can Lauren. Her artifact enchantment. This isn't... Yeah, that's a creature. Lauren will come in and get rid of the catapult. Goodbye. We'll throw you down. And for good measure, we'll throw you down. Look at that. We're both pretty much out of cards. We're going to keep on you. We're going to expedite the process. Ah, Spark Trooper, right. That's what... Ooh, down to 13. Take this. Oh, this. Oh, we did it. Okay, math. We did it. I cannot count. All right. GG's. That was a good one. Okay, we are up against... Ooh, Trostani 3 Whispers. I have not faced this deck before. This is exciting. We got some new commanders. That's always great. And once again, of course, Esper Sentinel. Just in every opening hand. I'm not complaining. No, I'm happy with that. We will keep. We do go second. Hopefully that won't make too big of a difference. Surveilling. Look at them on theme. Karlov. Baby. We'll throw down Command Tower and their little friend. We've got some answers. Good for lands. We've got a good curve. Barid. Murasa Root Grazer. You may put basic land from your hand on the battlefield. Return target basic land you control to its owner's hand. Neat. Let's just keep on this train of creatures. Soldiers. I didn't build this specifically to be a soldier deck. It just kind of works out that way. I mean, that's kind of a lie. It was kept in mind, building this deck, but it was not what I was leading with. Does that make sense? I don't know. It's late. Sharp Wiki. Oh gosh, give her runes. That might get annoying. I feel like we need to deal with that before it gets off its, summoning sickness. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to blow that up. Because that is naughty. No attacks. Kind of felt like a bit of a waste of a turn. Kind of a bit of a... But we can go for the commander next. And then that will get buried up and running. Snowlands your opponent's control into the battlefield tapped. Good thing I'm not using them this game. Non-creature spells your opponent's cast with mana value 4 greater cost 2 or more. Okay. I'll throw down this here. Let's get the commander out. See what we can do with that. It creates a 1/1. The 1/1 will swing. I could attack with the commander. Well, they would have just chump blocked it, so there's no point. They're nervous to block it. They don't know my tricks. There's no tricks. It dies. We do get a soldier. Look at that. It's like we have an army. Opponent just needs 3 mana. Death Touch, Vigilance, Double Strike. Our commander doesn't care much about any of those because they're indestructible. However, Swords to Plowshare would be pretty upsetting. This isn't actually that upsetting to me either, because honestly, the Cleansing Nova is already way too expensive. And the tree might be the only thing we can cast, so we might just cast it anyways. Swing and overhead. We are at 18. I could just die to the flying damage. Oh, but that is a good hit. That's the Luminarch. Put a counter on our commander, which I believe will give us a Liar. Alright. It's really only a chump block, and it will just... I guess it's not that great. We will send the commander. And... that's it. Is that not a sliver it's riding? It must be. Sky Knight Legionnaire. We take the damage, going down to 19. We create another soldier. We are dead in 8 turns if we can't figure out something about this Redain. Opponent knows our hand, which would be more annoying if we actually had stuff in our hand. Follow comes out soon, or has come out, probably by the time this goes up. Is anybody excited? Are there new commanders? Are there new decks you're wanting to build? Or maybe you're just going to pick up some precons? We pre-ordered the precons to add to our collection because I don't know whose idea. I don't even know what they just did. I was yapping. I don't know. We are just going to chump block for days. I don't know whose great idea it was. It was mine. But we have kind of started a collection of every precon that Wizards puts out. It expands from, I think, the commander set before Ikoria, the one that had the dockside. We started that set forward. So It's fun. It's cool to have a library. Every deck gets, we keep them together. Every deck gets sleeved. We, that down. We, what am I trying to say? You know, they're on lend for anybody who wants to come and play them. So, order that. So let's see. We're gonna get a. Yes, Aurelia. Okay, we're cooking good now. What was I trying to say? Hold on, let me do this first. I cannot multitask very well. Hit you, hit you, hit you. Swing. Draw card. Ooh, that's also very good. We have them on hand for like if people want to come over and play Magic. Everything's ready to go. Everything's sleeved up. It's become a fun thing to collect. A little overwhelming. we did not account for how many decks would start coming out, but I am, you know, stubborn, and once we start something, we have to keep with it. So that was my tangent. All that to say, follow. Yay! I'm excited. It's coming out. They're blocking in a way that suggests that they might have a board wipe. I don't know why they didn't block the other way and kill the Sky Knight. Oh, well, in that case, they're trying to be sneaky. Maybe. I don't know. Draw card first. Destroy that. Legendary creatures get +2/+1. That's going to go to 4. Is everything still going to die? I'm going to just hate bandits. I might build something with the new follow commanders. We will see. Yeah. Felt good about that. I think like that was a fine attack. This Dawn of the New Age would be great. Oh no! Well, our commander survives. Hope they know we are indestructible. Well. Let's go this route. We don't get any more fun things though. I don't know if I've had this commander go all the way. I mean, at this point, draw card. At this point, it's just an indestructible beater, and I am okay with that. What do they? Board wipes aren't going to help, but farewell will do it. Oh, an exile ability. They have a perfect answer. My people must contend with but me. Honestly, I think I'm okay. What is this at? It's at 6. Yeah, I think I'm okay because now at least my counters restart and I can start. Ooh, wait. Oh, fun. We can't do both. 6, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, but next turn that's gonna be so good. So we're gonna hit you. We'll hit the Wanderer with our 2/2 now. You're gonna go to you. You're gonna go to you. We're gonna do the swinging. Down to 10. So if we can get this Aurelia out, I think that just wins us the game. Do you have reach? No. X equals 3. Ooh. Skyclave. Good hit. Do that instead. Do we get our commander? No, you don't get it back. It doesn't come back. It doesn't work like that. Don't need to land. So get out Aurelia. Swing out. Back to the first strike. Down to 4. I think we did it. Oh, yes. Good game. All right. So I feel like we successfully did what the deck wanted to do. We got a few good games in. We got to really see what this deck is capable of, and we got to cast Aurelia, which I feel is the big win and kind of the mini game within the commander deck. But that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the content. Like I said in the intro, you can like, comment, let me know what you thought on the deck, as well as what your thoughts on maybe the new alchemy cards in general are. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe. We're just going to be hanging out doing historic brawl, commander. We have a new Good Clean Commander live series that has just started going, so stay tuned for that. We got some fun special guests coming. But I think that's all I have for you today. So without any further ado, I will say goodbye.